I felt very uneasy and began to look for the way out. Then the speaker says that he began to feel uneasy. Uneasy means, disturbed or restless or anxious. He felt anxious, and he thought that he should not stay there for long. So that is why he wanted to go out. And that is why he looked for the way out. I felt very uneasy and began to look for the way out. Why he was feeling uneasy? Why he was feeling restless? Because he saw that Gip was gradually being attracted to the shopman. So the shopman may hypnotize Gip. That was his fear. That is why he thought that he should not stay there for long and he should go home. That is why he looked for the way out. Turning to give, I saw him standing on a stool. So when I turned, I saw Gip standing on a stool. Look in the picture. The picture tells everything. It depicts everything. The shopman was holding a big drum in his hand. You can see it in the picture. We are playing hide and seek, Daddy, cried Gip. So Gip says that, Daddy, you look, we are playing hide and seek. And before I could prevent him, the shopman had put the big drum over him. So the speaker says that before I could prevent him, before I could stop him from doing so, the shopman had already put the big drum over Gip. Look, just as the picture shows. Take that off, I cried. This instant, you will frighten the boy. Naturally, any father would be frightened to see that his son is being put in a big drum. So that is why here also our speaker got scared, and that is why he says, take that off, take the drum off this instant. Instant means at this very moment. You will frighten the boy, you will scare the boy, you will scare my son. Take that off immediately, instant. This instant, immediately. The shopman did so without a word. So without saying any word, the shopman did so. Did so means he took off the drum. Did so. Now the shopman did so without a word. As I have told him, he did so. Okay, sorry. Yes, he held the big drum towards me to show its emptiness. Then, as you can easily understand, here also the shopman is performing his magic. Now he held his big drum towards me to show its emptiness, to emptiness and blankness. There was nothing inside the drum. The stool was empty too. Two means also. So the stool was empty too. My son had disappeared. Gip was not on the stool. He was not also inside the drum. So that is why the speaker says my boy had disappeared. Where is my boy? I said. You see, he said, displaying the drum's interior. This is genuine magic. Now, the shopman, as he knows that it is only a magic, that is why he says in a very calm way, calmly. He is not getting very serious. You see, displaying the drum's interior, he displays the drum's inner side, interior and inner side. He shows the drum's inner side. Look, this is genuine magic. I have vanished. I have disappeared. Disappeared your son. I have vanished your son. So this is a genuine magic. This is original magic. I jumped at him and fell into utter darkness. Then the speaker says that I jumped at him. Why he jumped at him? You can easily understand that as the shopman, he had vanished the Gip. Naturally, our speaker, he got enraged, he got frightened, and he got angry. Being a father, no one would bear any sight that his son is being vanished like this in front of his eyes. I jumped at him, and he jumped at the shopman in order to kill him or beat him. We can gaze that. And fell into utter darkness. Where did he fall? In utter darkness. So there was no shopman. He jumped at him, but the shopman vanished. He also vanished. Now third. Now what is third? Third is a sound which is produced when any hard thing or any heavy thing falls down. So this sound is produced when our speaker falls on the floor. Sorry sir, I did not see you. Sorry sir, I did not see you coming, someone said. Look, someone said, I was in Regent Street and I had collided with a man, and a yard away was Gibb. So you can easily understand that shopman, he has vanished, and the shop, that has also vanished. So there is no shop, there is no shopman. Now the speaker says that I found that I was in Regent Street and I had collided with a man. That man who said that, sorry sir, I did not see you coming. So you can easily understand that this is also a magic. I had collided with a man. I have collided with a collide. The what meaning is given here? Hit against something. And a yard away was Gibb. He was carrying 4 parcels in his arm. So Gibb was carrying 4 parcels in his arm. He smiled at me. So Gibb, as he was a very little child, so he was not that much serious like his father. He did not look scared. We have already told that Gibb, he was a very little child, so all these magic that would please him, that would not scare him. He would like this kind of magic. That is why he was not scared. For a second, I was at a loss. At a loss means, yes, for a second I was at a loss. So the speaker says that for a moment he was at a loss. At a loss means he was disturbed or confused, bewildered, having no idea about what to do next. He was confused for a moment. I stared round to see the door of the magic shop. Then he says that then he turned back to see the door of the magic shop. How can all this happen? That I was the moment ago I was in the magic shop, but now I see that I am in Regent Street. So that is why he turned back to see the door of the magic shop. It was not there. So there was no magic shop. There was no door. There was no shop. Nothing. I did the only thing possible in that mental state. I called for a cab. The speaker says that as he was bewildered, as he was confused, he did not or he could not think much at that mental state. So he called immediately for a cab. Now cab means vehicle, popularly known as taxi. So he called for a taxi. I got in with Gibb. And then I got in means inside the taxi. I got in with Gibb. Dad, said Gibb at last, that was a proper magic shop. So as Gibb was a child, very little child, so he liked this kind of magic. So that is why he says that that was a proper magic shop, genuine magic shop. Gibb looked completely undamaged. Gibb looked completely undamaged. Why undamaged? Because nothing serious has happened to him. As he was a very little child, so nothing serious has happened to him. যেহেতু বাচ্চা ও কিছু বুঝতেই পারেনি, মানে ওর বাবা খুব ভয় পেয়েছিল কিন্তু ও এতটা ভয় পায়নি, কারণ বাচ্চা আর ম্যাজিক দেখলে ওরা সকলে বেশ আনন্দ হয়, খুব সকলে আনন্দিত হয়. So nothing serious has happened to him. That is why he was completely undamaged. He was neither scared, look, he was not afraid, nor disturbed. But our speaker was, that is, Gibbs' father was scared and he was disturbed. But his son Gibb, he was not scared, not disturbed. There in his arms were 4 parcels containing items from the magic shop. Since then, I have been up and down Regent Street several times looking for that shop. The speaker says that after that incident, since then, after that, he had gone to that place where the magic shop was situated, gone to Regent Street several times looking for the shop, whether that shop was there, to look for the shop. After all, I had not paid for the items. The speaker says that after all, he had not paid for the items, the 4 parcels that his son Gibb took home, that he did not pay for the items. We may guess that the speaker might have gone there in order to pay for the items or pay for the 4 parcels that Gibb had took home. So here ends our story. Okay, the activity portions that are there in your book, you will do it of your own, and if you have any question, we can solve it later. Thank you.